Hello children, today we will study about uniform motion and non-uniform motion and also acceleration, and then we will do some numericals based on acceleration. So I start first of all with uniform and non-uniform motion. All of us know about the speed. Speed is distance traveled, rate of distance traveled, that is distance upon time. This is speed. And what is velocity? Velocity is speed with a direction. It is velocity. Now what is uniform and non-uniform motion? We will see. First I am writing uniform motion. One thing, this uniform motion is also the uniform velocity. These are one and the same thing. Either we say uniform motion or we say uniform velocity. There are three conditions for uniform motion or velocity to cause. First, equal distances should be traveled in equal time interval. Equal time interval. We will see what is this. Second, the traveling should be in straight line. Traveling should be in a straight line. Third, in the same direction. So there are three criteria for a uniform motion or uniform velocity to cause. First, equal distances should be traveled in equal time interval. Second, the traveling should be in a straight line. Third, the direction should not be changed. We will see by an example. Suppose this is a car. This car is going in this direction in a straight line. Direction is not changing. Suppose this car is traveling with a speed of 40 km per hour. So in first hour it traveled 40 kilometers. In second hour it again traveled 40 kilometers. In third hour it again traveled 40 kilometers. That is equal distance 40, 40, 40 is traveled in equal time interval. Time interval is 1 hour, again 1 hour. This is the second hour. This is the third hour. Not 3 hour, second and third hour. Hour is, time duration is 1 hour. So in first hour it traveled 40 kilometers, second hour 40 kilometers, third hour 40 kilometers. So same distance is traveled in same time interval. So this is an example of uniform motion, and it is in straight line and the direction should not change. The direction should be same. So this is what we call uniform motion. Why we call it uniform velocity and not uniform speed? Because velocity is speed with direction. Here we are taking into consideration the direction. So it is uniform velocity or uniform motion. Now the second is, what is non-uniform motion or non-uniform velocity? Velocity is also non-uniform and motion is also non-uniform. When unequal distances are traveled, when unequal distances are traveled in equal time interval, then we call it as non-uniform motion or non-uniform velocity. It may be in a straight line or may not be in a straight line. It may be in the same direction or it may not be in the same direction. So the definition of non-uniform motion is unequal distances traveled in equal time interval. It is the other way also, when equal distances traveled in unequal time interval, but we stick to this definition only when unequal distances are traveled in equal time interval. We are taking the same example again. In first hour, the car is moving 40 kilometers per hour. In second hour, the duration is same, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. In second hour, suppose it travelled 50 kilometers. In third hour, it travelled 30 kilometers. So, the distance, it is changing. When different distances, unequal distances are travelled in the same time interval, then we call it as a non-uniform motion or non-uniform velocity. Is it clear to all of you? Now, this non-uniform velocity or motion, it has three conditions to cause. The first condition is the first condition, how it will cause? The first condition is distances are different. Different distances are covered in same time interval, but direction is same. This is one condition. Direction is a straight line or same, but the distances covered in equal time, they are different. The second condition is distances may be same, but direction is changing. The second, distances may be same, but direction is changing. We will just clarify what is this. Third, distance and direction, both are changing. So what does it mean? The first difference, distances are different, as we have just in the example we have just see that a car is moving in first hour 50 kilometers, second hour 20 kilometers, third hour 30 kilometers. That is, the distances, they are changed, but the direction was same. Then it will cause a non-uniform velocity or non-uniform motion. Second example is distance may be same, but direction is changing. How we can say this? Suppose an athlete, it is running in a circular path by 15 km per hour velocity. His speed is 15 kilometers per hour. In 1 hour, he is running 15 kilometers, or you can take 10 kilometers. So he is running in 1 hour 10 kilometers in a circular path. The speed is constant. Here the distance covered in 1 hour is 10 kilometers every hour, and the speed is constant, but the direction is changing every moment. All of you know, the circular path, the direction of his running, it is changing every moment. So when direction changes, and speed is constant, then it is also a non-uniform motion. The example of this third one, distance and direction both are changing. Suppose a car is there and the car is traveling in a busy road. So it has to apply accelerator and it has to apply brakes again and again as there is rush on the road. And it is also changing its direction, sometimes going right, sometimes going left. So direction is also changing and speed is also changing. So when speed is changing, the distance covered will be changed. So a car on a busy road is the example of this one, when distance and direction both are changing. So this is non-uniform motion or non-uniform velocity. Again I will repeat, there are three conditions. When the distance or speed is same, this is the example of this car, 40 kilometer, then 50, then 60 kilometer, but the direction is same. Distance is same, the example of an athlete running on a circular path. The direction is changing every moment, but the distance covered or the speed is same. Here the car running on a busy road, so it is changing its direction also and changing its speed also. So these are three conditions of this non-uniform velocity or non-uniform motion. Both are one and the same thing. Now a very important physical quantity we will discuss, and that is acceleration. Now we will discuss acceleration. It is a very important physical quantity. We know speed, we know velocity, and now what is acceleration? In a simple terminology, this acceleration is known as rate of change of velocity. You remember this definition? That is rate of, all of you know, when we say rate, it means we are dividing it by time. Time is in denominator, it is rate. So rate of change of velocity. If velocity is changing, so change of velocity, or we can say change of velocity per unit time. This is acceleration. Again I am saying speed. What is speed? Distance upon time. You remember this. What is velocity? Speed with direction is velocity. Now what is acceleration? Rate of change of speed or change of speed per unit time is acceleration. Acceleration is a very important physical quantity. Acceleration. You remember the spelling also? Acceleration. Acceleration. When we first use this word acceleration, what comes into our mind or your mind? That is, some boy is running on a motorbike very fast. He accelerating his motorbike very fast. So we thought that this is the word acceleration means to press the accelerator of automobiles. It may be motorbike, it may be car, or it may be anything. So increasing of speed is acceleration. But we know in science, in physics, not only the increasing of speed is acceleration, decreasing of speed is also acceleration. Under the same word, we have two conditions. If the this speed is increasing, it is acceleration, and the speed is decreasing. How will the speed decrease? By applying brakes. So if the speed is decreasing, it is also acceleration. We will see how. So first of all, I will write the definition of acceleration. Point 1 as I have just told you, rate of, you learn this definition by heart, rate of change of velocity. Rate of change of velocity or change of velocity per unit time. This is also, so if you want to write it in a formula way, what will be right? Acceleration, I am writing in short, acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon divided by time. So this will be the formula for acceleration, change in velocity divided by time. Now I am giving you some symbols which are used here. For acceleration, we use symbol A, small a. For velocity, we use two symbols. Initial velocity is denoted by U and final velocity, it is denoted by V. So, acceleration small a, initial velocity U, final velocity V, and time, all of you know, it is denoted by small s. So, what are their SI units? So, the SI unit of acceleration is meter per second square, or we can also write like this, meter per second square. You know the SI unit of this speed or velocity, it is meter per second. This is also meter per second. This is second in seconds. So, sorry, time is t and it is in seconds, and unit for acceleration is meter per second square. From where this unit has come? If we are looking at this formula, change in velocity. What is change? There should be some final velocity, there should be some initial velocity. So what will be the change? Final minus initial will be the change in velocity. Suppose a car is at rest. What should be the initial velocity? 0. When it is not moving, the speed or velocity is 0. So the initial velocity is 0. In 3 seconds, it travelled about 5 meters or 10 meters. So what will be the final velocity? 10 meters after 3 seconds. So what will be the change in velocity? 5 meters minus 0 will be the change. So how can we write this formula? We can write V minus U upon T. So A is equal to, I am writing here, A is equal to V minus U upon T. You have to write this V and U very clearly. Don't write like this. This is V and this is U. No. You write V and U like this very clearly. Otherwise your numericals will be wrong. So we can write the formula like this. So I am talking how we get this SI unit. The unit of V is or U is meter per second. We know this is meter per second upon this is second. So meter per second per second. When this line is drawn, it is again per. So what will be the unit? Meter per second per second. This is meter per second and time per second. Meter per second per second, or we can write meter per second square. So this is how this unit of acceleration it has come. So one thing, rate of change. Second is formula, change in velocity upon time, and third is its unit. Some more points should be written here. I am telling you. We can write some more points. Third is SI unit, meter per second square, and the fourth is formula you have written. The next point is this acceleration, it may be positive, negative, and zero. Three types of acceleration, and the motion is uniform. So when uniform motion is there is no acceleration. When non-uniform motion is there, then only there is acceleration. And non-uniform motion depends on three: change in speed, change in direction, or change in both. I think now it should be clear to all of you. Now the next we will discuss is what to discuss next. Next we will discuss this acceleration is of two types. One is uniform acceleration and the other is, second is non-uniform acceleration. Then what is this? Uniform, and we are talking about uniform and non-uniform motion or velocity. But these are the new terms. The acceleration may also be uniform or it may be non-uniform. So you write down the definition here. Uniform acceleration when velocity changes equally in equal time